Hey guys, prepared to wander out in the woods today, and I got a new review for you. Today we're going to be looking at the ESEE Knives 6HM. And if you haven't seen this knife yet, it's been out for a little bit, but they've taken their traditional ESEE 6 and they've changed the handle on it. And it's a much more, I would say, ergonomic and comfortable style handle. Feels great in the hand, and I want to review it today. This is the first time I've taken it out in the field. I just got this, has not cut a thing with it, and I wanted to see what it does. So stick around because we're going to get into it. So if you're not familiar with ESEE knives, they really make what I consider very no-nonsense knives. Everything is very practical. Their lineup of knives have not changed dramatically over the years. They really have had the same flagship models for years and years. And there's a reason for that, because I think they're reluctant just to release new stuff, just to release new stuff. So when they do release something, you have to take notice, because I think they put some thought into it. And I think the handle change on the 6 is a vast improvement. I've had a 6 in the past, and it was very kind of chunky and blocky. I didn't care for the handle as much as I care for this one. Already just handling this knife, it fits the palm of my hand perfectly. Like all ESEE knives, it's 1095 steel, powder coated. It has a drop point blade, flat grind, full tang, made in the USA. And this thing is, it's razor sharp right out of the box. The flat grind on these ESEE knives is amazing when you get it. You'll be really surprised to find a knife straight from the factory, what you would consider a factory knife, to be this sharp and this ready to go. Usually the powder coating I don't like, but it's kind of grown on me already. I kind of like this. Not able to strike a ferro rod with the back of it because of the powder coating, but I think the durability, how it's going to hold up and protect the knife, that's going to be something I'm going to keep on this blade. I don't think I want to change it. Comes with a Kydex sheath. That is an option. You can also get it with a brown leather sheath. I prefer Kydex, just for the positive retention. Their Kydex sheaths are excellent. No wobble, no play. Holds the blade perfectly. It has this this drop clip rig on the back of it. That comes off. You can change that, so these sheaths are interchangeable with other components. They have a MOLLE system that you can buy and attach to it. So if you want to attach it to the side of a pack, you can do that. So there's a lot of options with the sheath and with this knife right out of the box, which I think is awesome. So what I want to do today is process some wood, start a fire with it, and go from there and see how it does. I suspect it's going to do perfect, but you know, you never know until you actually go out and play with these things in the woods. So that's what I want to do today. Found this old board lying on the ground out here in the woods, so I'm going to use this as my platform. I'm getting really tiny little curls with that 6. The wood is rock hard. It's been out here for a while. It's been aging. It's I think it's maple, either that or white oak. I can't tell, but it is super dense and hard. But I'm still able to get some curls going with it. Softer wood like pine would have done a lot better. But that's enough to get us going. Start a fire. Tiny little curls. This is that waxwood that I reviewed on an earlier video. So while that coffee's cooking up, I'll talk about a little bit what I experienced with the knife. Now, like, this is just an initial test, of course. This is not a full-blown test. We need to keep using this thing in the field and see how it goes. But immediately I could tell when working with the feather sticks that if I put my thumb up here, that my thumb got tired. So if I went to a grip like this, that was much more relaxed and a lot more comfortable. So the grip definitely helps out. This curvature of the grip, I think, is nice. It really fits in the swell of your hand nicely and doesn't add a lot of fatigue or stress to it when you're cutting. Of course, batoning, it held up really well. The coating is just dirty. It's not wearing off yet. It's not scratched up at all, and it really shouldn't. There's no chips or dings in the blade or the tip, and I was sticking in that 2x4 and carving on this really tough, dry maple, and it seemed to do just fine. Didn't get really big curls like I would have liked, but it produced a lot of nice small ones, and they were fine. They're fine little curls. So, you know, you can't complain with a knife of this size and this thickness doing that well. Like with some softer wood, it'll behave a lot better. It certainly did on the waxwood. The waxwood is softer, and it was making nice curls with that. So overall, I like it. I like that it gave me some reach when I'm batoning, because you notice that piece of wood that I was batoning on was pretty thick, and having that extra blade length really helps a lot. So a smaller blade can do the job, of course, but when you need a little bit extra, sometimes it's great to have something. And I think the size of blade is perfect. I wouldn't want to go any bigger than this. Like I said, this is a little under 6 inches in blade length, so hence the name. I think over this, then you start getting into the chopper region. Then you're turning it into a machete or something like that, and I don't want that for my knife. I want something that's this size or smaller, and I think this is as big as I would go. So far, it's been very comfortable. Very impressed with it. Really like the handle. They did a great job changing this up into something that's more comfortable. You can tell that there's just a nice rounding of the micarta all the way around. So it just fits your hand nicely. It's a cool knife for sure. Well, time to make some. All right. Well, time to make some coffee and then continue on my hike. Really enjoyed using the knife so far. Of course, we didn't do too many tasks with it. I don't know. At the size, I don't see this as much of a chopping blade. I mean, certainly, you can, but I don't know. I'm not much into big chopping knives. I've had a few, and they're all right. I much prefer to go with a saw or an axe, I guess, or a tomahawk if I'm really going to be chopping something. Like I said, I don't think I'd go any bigger on this blade. The next biggest size that they have, you're getting into the Junglist 2 for ESEE knives, and that thing is just a monster, I think. So I much prefer this size blade. I think this is very manageable for a camp knife, for bushcrafting, for hunting. That flat grind is really going to be easy to maintain in the field. Really holds a nice edge. It's going to be this is definitely going to be a keeper for a knife. I really like this. I'm enjoying it so far, and I think it's going to be fun to use this year. So looking forward to more use with it, taking it out in the field. All right, as always, please like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time on The Prepared Wanderer.